I knew something was wrong the moment she asked me to step into her office. Her office, the one I helped her build, the one where she displayed awards I wrote the speeches for. She didn't look at me when I entered. She didn't even pretend this was going to be professional. And then she said it. Calm, sharp, cruel. Your salary and promotion are suspended until you apologize to Daniel, her new boyfriend, my wife's boyfriend. The intern turned something else who now sat in my chair, leaning back like he owned the place. He smirked at me. Just once, enough to draw blood. I didn't speak. She waited, expecting me to plead, argue, unravel. I only said one word. Soft, precise, final. All right. The room went silent. Not peaceful, dangerous. They thought it meant surrender. It meant closure. It meant the line had been crossed. Outside her glass walls, the office hummed with Christmas lights, corporate cheer, artificial warmth. People moved past with gift bags and end-of-year bonuses, ironically processed by me. HR avoided eye contact. My team looked worried. They'd heard rumors, not truths, rumors. The air smelled like cinnamon candles and expensive manipulation. She finally looked at me, a queen expecting her subject to kneel. "Good," she said. "I'm glad you understand your place." I simply nodded and walked out. Slowly, quietly. They didn't see the exact moment love rotted into something hollow, but I felt it. A switch, a quiet click in my chest. The point of no return. That evening, as everyone gathered for the company Christmas toast, she brought him to her side. She held his hand openly, introduced him as if I weren't standing right there. "Daniel has fresh ideas," she said loudly, "unlike some people." People chuckled nervously. HR avoided me again. Someone whispered, "Isn't that her husband?" Someone else whispered back, "Former, soon." I lifted my glass and pretended none of it mattered. Inside, everything was burning. Not rage, clarity. On the ride home, she didn't look at me. She spent the entire drive texting him. When we reached the house, she simply said, "You know, an apology would have fixed everything." I smiled, not because I agreed, because she truly didn't understand what she had just unleashed. That night, while she slept beside me, peacefully, arrogantly, I stared at the ceiling and felt nothing. No grief, no anger, no fear, just calculation. A clean, precise emptiness where affection used to live. That was the moment she lost me, and she didn't even notice. Revenge isn't loud. It begins with quiet things. A forwarded email here, a file extracted there, a phone call made at just the right hour. I packed methodically. Documents, credentials, personal effects. Everything that mattered fit into 2 suitcases. I drafted one message. One that didn't need explaining, begging, or justification. I sent it at 3:14 a.m. Not to her, not to him, to her father. The chairman, the actual power in the company. The man who once told me, "If she ever loses her way, don't let her take you down with her." I included evidence, chats, financial inconsistencies, company policy breaches, nepotism in bold, undeniable detail, and one line from me. "I am formally requesting the London transfer you offered last year, effective immediately." I pressed send. Then I zipped my last bag. At dawn, she woke up to the sound of wheels dragging across hardwood, my suitcases, neatly lined up by the doorway. Her smile was slow at first, confused, then confident. "Where exactly do you think you're going?" I didn't answer. Her phone buzzed, once, twice, 4 times. She glanced at the screen. Her smile vanished. Then her father called. She answered with her usual corporate sweetness. It lasted 6 seconds. "Please tell me you didn't send it," he barked. Even from across the room I heard the panic. Her face drained to white. Her lips trembled. She looked at me like I had stabbed the floor beneath her feet and watched her fall. "Send what?" she whispered. But she knew. She absolutely knew. She scrambled to her inbox. Her hands shook so violently she missed her password twice. Then she saw it. My forwarded files. Her own words. Her own decisions. Her own consequences. "What did you do?" she breathed. I didn't answer. I didn't need to. Her father called again. She didn't pick up. HR emailed. Legal emailed. The board emailed. Every notification was a nail in the coffin of the life she thought she controlled. And then my phone buzzed. "London transfer approved. Congratulations." She sank onto the floor. You ruined me." I finally spoke. "No," I said calmly. "You handed me the matches and poured the gasoline yourself." She reached for me, desperate, trembling. "We can fix this," she begged. "Just retract it, please. I didn't mean for any of this to happen." For the first time in months, she looked small, human, afraid. But I wasn't the same man who once forgave everything for the sake of love. "I apologized," I said. "Remember?" I said. "All right. You just misunderstood what I accepted." Her eyes filled with tears. "Please, don't go." I picked up my bags. "You suspended my life," I said quietly, "so I rebuilt one without you." She grabbed my wrist. "Please, I'm asking you as your wife." I gently removed her hand. "You stopped being that long before last night." I walked out, down the steps, into the cold Christmas morning, the air crisp, the sky pale, the world clean. Behind me I heard her cry, soft at first, then breaking, but I didn't look back. Respect isn't begged for, it's taken back. And sometimes the only gift you can give someone on Christmas is the full weight of their own choices. I stepped into the taxi, closed the door, and whispered the last words she'd ever hear from me. "Merry Christmas." And just like that, her kingdom collapsed. Mine began.